I'm at Westlake today, and I'm interviewing Russell Fryer, who is the director and counselor at Crosspoint, which provides counseling and consulting services here in Hanoi for both expatriates and Vietnamese. And 2011, Crosspoint was established in partnership with HIF back then, and we even shared the office in those days. And so our relationship goes way back. But today, Crosspoint has really grown. I just want to ask Russell, just thank you for taking the time today and answering a few questions. But would you introduce us a little bit about Crosspoint today?
As Pastor Jakob said, my name is Russell Fryer, and I'm a licensed clinical social worker from the U.S. And currently, we have 4 counselors. Three of them are from the U.S. and 1 is from Australia. And it's on our website if you want to look at more information about us at crosspoint.vn. And we started in 2011 and have grown since then, and we see individuals, couples, and families. So we deal with depression, anxiety, and many other issues. And so that's a little bit about Crosspoint.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about you, but these days I certainly feel like an underlying level of stress and anxiety. You know, we're following news feeds, social media, and the unpredictability of the future. What might the Vietnam government decide tomorrow?
Right.
And sometimes, you know, that might crop up and increase this anxiety.
Yes.
So maybe just start. What could we do? Just kind of to be self-aware and to help ourselves in situations like that.
Absolutely. The first thing is really to take care of yourself. To do the 3 things that help you in any situation, which is to make sure you're sleeping at your normal time, to make sure you're eating your regular meals and getting out and exercising. If you're stuck inside, there's lots of online helps of how to exercise inside, but it's really getting that heart rate up. It helps your body deal with stress and anxiety. And then the other thing is to, when you are feeling the stress and anxiety, acknowledge that it's there. Don't try to push it down. A lot of times we want to fight it away, but we can't do that. Best thing to do is just relax, take some deep breaths. One way to describe it is belly breathing. So your belly goes out when you breathe deeply in, and then your belly goes in when you breathe out. And that helps calm your system. And then after you do that, it's really just giving you a chance to bring your mind to the present. When we're anxious, we're thinking about what could happen. When we bring ourselves back to the present, it's also calming. And there's some good resources like coloring books for adults. A lot of people have found that actually very therapeutic. It's calming, and it brings them, it forces them to focus on now. But also puzzles. Take this time to also maybe read a book you've been wanting to read, or to start an area of study. Something that will keep your mind engaged in now is really helpful. And then if you feel isolated, make sure you're reaching out to others, whether that's within your family or into the larger community. You can do that online with family back home or with friends here, but be intentional about it. Schedule times, because isolation is actually one of the things that really hurts mental health. And then being a part of HIF, you have the advantage of being part of a great faith community that knows how to support, knows how to pray, and pray with one another. That's really also very helpful.
Yeah. But let's say we are aware of a friend or a neighbor, or maybe another HIF or a colleague who is showing really signs of stress. What could we do to be of help to them?
Well, one of the best ways that you can be of help is to actually listen to them, to be a support. When allow them to talk about the anxiety that they're feeling, what's causing it, what are they worried about, and then to pray together, to pray for that need and commit it to the Lord. And really, that is a real support when people feel listened to. Do avoid giving advice. Do avoid minimizing what they're going through. Really try to be an encouragement by listening and then saying that what they're saying makes sense. And the truth is that we're all in this together, and we're all experiencing that pressure, that anxiety, that stress. And so it really is a great time to be an encouragement.
I find that very helpful advice, and also a good reminder. Even somebody might have told me this before, just to remember it today, to follow that kind of advice. But let's say someone who's watching and they're like, well, I'm beyond that. I can't help myself. I called a friend. I need more help. So how could CrossPoint be of help to someone like that?
Yeah. That's a great question because one of the signs that counseling would be helpful to you is if, as Pastor Jakob was saying, that you feel like you can't control your anxiety. It's interfering with your life at home or at work or at school. And CrossPoint is providing services online for the next 2 weeks where one of our 4 counselors will be able to meet with you regularly. If you do not have access to online, we can probably work out, as Pastor Jakob said, we can do a one-on-one in person. We're just trying to minimize that. But you can call our office at 024-375-86819, or you can email admin@crosspoint.vn. And Ming, our administrative assistant, will answer you promptly and discuss about setting up an appointment.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate all that CrossPoint can offer. Maybe just a final question. What might be some helpful resources people can access even right now? And we'll provide a link in the description, whether it's YouTube below or Facebook above, or in the chat on the side. So, but what kind of resources would be helpful that people can access right now?
Yes. Well, one resource that I wanted to mention earlier and I forgot was just things that are humorous. There's a lot of actually funny memes out there about the virus, about like in the U.S. about toilet paper gate, and so just many things that can help relieve stress is just things that make you laugh. The other things is the CDC website has a thing on mental health as well as the World Health Organization, and those 2 links were provided. I also found a blog by YouVersion that just came out yesterday, very helpful as it talks about dealing about crisis, dealing about anxiety, and that's also provided.
Thank you, Russell, for taking the time and also for being of service to HF members, HF friends, people living here in Hanoi, especially during days like this. So appreciate it, and as we pray for one another and pray for our members in the congregation, that God would really help us to reduce our stress so that we could be of help to other people as well.
Yes.